Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, there lived a man named Raju who had a notorious reputation for his explosive anger. His temper would flare up at the slightest provocation, causing turmoil in his own life and the lives of those around him. Raju was aware of his anger issues and desperately sought a way to gain control over them. One day, while walking through the village, Raju witnessed a rather peculiar incident. He saw a man scolding a wise and composed monk who remained completely silent, unaffected by the verbal onslaught. Intrigued and puzzled, Raju approached the monk and asked, "Why did you not respond to the man's insults? How did you remain so calm?" Monk smiled gently and beckoned Raju to follow him to the monastery's garden. There they stood beneath an apple tree. The monk plucked a ripe apple and handed it to Raju. "Eat this apple," the monk instructed. Raju looked at the decaying fruit, repulsed by its foul smell and appearance. He shook his head and declined, saying, "I cannot eat this apple. It is rotten and spoiled." The monk smiled knowingly and replied, "Just as you refuse to consume a rotten apple because it brings harm to your body, I chose to remain silent in the face of insults and anger. Reacting with anger would have been like consuming a spoiled apple. It would only bring harm to my mind and spirit. Instead, I chose the nourishment of silence." Raju's eyes widened with realization. He finally understood the profound lesson hidden within the monk's silence. It wasn't an act of weakness or submission, but rather a powerful display of self-control and wisdom. Inspired by the monk's teachings, Raju resolved to follow his example. He embarked on a personal journey to practice silence as a means to control his anger. Whenever the flames of anger threatened to consume him, he would take a deep breath, close his eyes, and remain silent. In that silence, he would allow his anger to dissipate, observing its nature and understanding its root causes. With time, Raju noticed a remarkable change within himself. By choosing silence over anger, he gained a newfound clarity and control over his emotions. He realized that his anger was often driven by unmet expectations, fear, or unresolved past experiences. Through silence, he could break free from the impulsive reactions and respond with compassion and understanding instead. The story of Raju teaches us the power of choosing silence over anger. It highlights that reacting to insults or provocations with rage only perpetuates negativity and causes harm. Instead, by practicing silence, we create space for introspection, understanding, and compassionate responses. Through silence, we can break free from the cycle of anger and cultivate peace within ourselves and in our interactions with others. The story's applicability in our lives is significant. In our daily interactions, we often encounter situations that trigger anger, whether it be conflicts, insults, or frustrations. Instead of reacting impulsively and escalating the negativity, we can choose the path of silence. By embracing silence, we give ourselves the opportunity to pause, reflect, and understand the underlying cause of our anger. Through silence, we can break free from the automatic reactions that stem from anger and gain control over our emotions. It empowers us to respond thoughtfully and compassionately, rather than engaging in harmful arguments or exchanges. By observing our anger in silence, we can better understand its triggers and find healthier ways to address the root causes. Moreover, the practice of silence extends beyond managing anger. It encourages active listening, self-reflection, and empathy. By embracing silence, we can truly hear others, understand their perspectives, and cultivate deeper connections. It allows us to respond with empathy and compassion, fostering healthier and more harmonious relationships. The story reminds us that silence is not a sign of weakness but a display of inner strength and self-control. It teaches us the importance of taking a moment to pause and choose our responses consciously. By practicing silence, we create a space for inner peace and contribute to a more peaceful and compassionate world. Thank you for watching. For more videos on motivational and inspirational stories, subscribe to Wisdom from Within.